Hi, it's very glad to interview you for your entrepreneurship. And so, can you start with your name and your business?
My name is Yunfei, and I am a co-founder from Hua Voice Radio. And
Mm,
Hua Voice Radio
mm,
is the only foreign language radio station at University of Washington. And so far, what we learned from the research, we knew that we are the only school media, student-run school media, that is broadcasting in Mandarin Chinese in the United States. So I would say we are a group of motivated students who are doing that in order to support Chinese international students, or even support other students who also have or who are Mandarin speakers to merge into American school life.
sounds pretty interesting and successful. So, can you tell us how do you define success?
Well, it's a really difficult question. I would say personally, I feel that being successful is seeing oneself getting improvements. For example, I'm graduating, I'm a senior. I would be able to see that I get something, I learn something new every year from freshman to sophomore, from junior to junior. So I see myself um, getting more knowledge and getting used to college life as well as future kind of career goals. Um, so basically, improvement is the thing that I worth a lot in terms of being successful, because I would say that there's not a way there's never an ultimate goal. I mean, like, there's always a way
For
to become
success.
even better. So making improvements and progress is the success for
There's
me.
no ultimate success, but you're gaining success.
Yes.
Okay, great. And one question for you. So, where did your inspiration come from for this idea, radio station idea?
Um, it's kind of an inspiration that provoked it by my friend Darian, who is used to be my colleague from Chinese Radio Seattle. And then I would say without him, I would never have this motivation to do a radio station like this, because I do see that's a really difficult task to start from, because basically what we do is just school media, and a lot of people would assume that it's impossible to have a school media then broadcasting a foreign language in the United States college. So but just because of this kind of a group motivation, I mean, like, it's based on, like, a lot of people are passionate about that. People are mentally supporting us. That's why it makes us go along really further.
It seems Darren's a brave guy, and you're brave too. Okay. So how did you move the idea? How do you guys move the idea to something actually succeeding in market?
I would say act fast. I was talking with a professor this morning, and she said that she was surprised by how fast Huawei Voice Radio could grow, because it was just a half years old, and then we are pretty successful so far. And she would like to say that because this is such a great idea, and all the parts of the university would love to support, because we're so motivated and we know what we do for the next step. So I would say take actions, and then always keeping yourself move forward. Um, that can help you to kind of transfer from a really basic and conceptual idea to a practical thing.
Keep moving forward.
Get moving forward.
Great. So there should be a lot of things happening in the half a year. So how did you organize your team, or tell your team what to do during the time?
Well, because this is just I would treat this as more like a startup organization. So at the beginning, we didn't feel that we should recruit a lot of people. Instead, we recruited a lot of elites who are really good at both radio and marketing and public relation, and then so that all together we can work in this as a team collaboratively. People know what everyone else doing, and then so that it makes the whole team move really fast, and There are a lot of collaboration between different people's projects, and so does it come to her today. Even though we're growing larger, we have a really each person has a really clear goal about what kind of project he or she needs to do, by what time he or she has to finish a certain thing, and then in general, everyone is very clear about where the team is going to, what does everyone else is doing. So like people are all aware of this, which make the whole team really looks like a one person that doing a really good job perfectly.
Yeah, a great leader. So, but if you could have, what would you have done differently for for managing the team or for this idea?
I would say personally, I would take this question like more like target on my personal experience. I feel that if I would be able to do it earlier, and I have more like um, relationship with other departments, with more departments in the university. I mean, social network. If I could do social networking earlier in the university life, um, that would probably help the radio station grow even faster. So that applies to my social career goal. I mean, when I go to my career marketing place, making connections is a really essential thing for me.
Making connections.
Hmm.
So connections is essential for entrepreneur. So, um, what do you think that makes a great entrepreneur? To have an idea.
Uh, I don't know whether I can see myself as an entrepreneur because I'm not doing more like a business thing. I'm running a student organization, but I can, in terms of teamwork or coordinating the whole whole group's work, I would say that it is always good to find a trend about how much you wanna mm, modify, or how much you want to see what everyone else is doing. I mean, in some cases, you have to be careful about what your teammates are doing. In other cases, you don't have to care too much about that. So, for example, in the once people are working on a really detailed thing, you probably don't want to kind of focus too much or comment too much on that in order to make the whole team work faster. But for some crucial parts or emails, you probably want to go over it before it's being sending out, so that can help like the team keep on the right track. So that's kind of a really a tricky balance between what you should be asked and what you should ask your teammates doing, and what you should just ignore.
Thanks. Um, so, what role did your education have in your success? What do you think? What's the role? Is your is your education acting in your success?
Um, what does this question mean? Does it mean that
How did your
how did I
education help
succeed?
you
How
with the entrepreneurship?
How did my past experience in education?
Yeah.
Okay. I was educated to be an educator, and I use a lot of educating strategy while training my teammates. I inputted a lot of brainstorming sessions in the training, so which helps my group mates knows that I'm not leading the team, but I'm coordinating the team. So everyone would have a really great sense about they are the owner of the team. They should be responsible for what they are doing, and then they would be able to do whatever they want to, or whatever they're passionate about. They can achieve their goal in the organization, whatever their goals are. So that is what I learned from the education department, and I'm applying the skills to kind of cooperate with my teammates.
Great. Thank you for your answer. But we were asking other general questions. Do you have an idea that there's any important questions that we did not ask?
Maybe future plans. because I feel that it's always essential to know that whether a team would have a really better future goal. Because as long as you make a better goal, it will just to keep the team keep on going forward. Um, I would rather you not ask me this question because I don't know.
It's hard to answer.
The whole team goes just really really fast, but it's definitely worth to think about this question and discuss more about this with my group mates.
Great. Thank you for all your answers, and hope you Purpose Radio growing faster and being more successful.
Thanks.